Right, I have a very important announcement to make, Mashy.
Okay.
James McOnie's not making it in today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row. Late night message as per from James. Some sort of excuse around doing something else, being busy.
And once again, the precogs got it right, didn't we? We shared the odds yesterday.
It was
paying about $8 that he was going to make it in.
Yeah, $1.10. So I mean, good money if you got it. Those of you who put a couple of grand on.
Yeah, I did see people saying free money, boys.
Yeah, you won about $20 or $30. But come on, was it worth it? Because anyway, he's ripped another one. James McOnie, world's most unreliable man. He's on Bumble and he's looking for love, but he'd never turn up to a fucking date.
Yeah, well, actually, that's a good point.
Yeah,
you need to be available if you're looking to be on Bumble.
Yeah, disgraceful.
What does he invite people around to his house?
I've never been to his house. We once dialed into a video call for a podcast once and didn't warn him, and he had to quickly straighten the place up.
Right, because I can't even imagine what his house looks like.
A lot of memorabilia.
He had that photo of
he'd hoard.
him and Charlize Theron
in
the background, and then he made us take the video down because he didn't want the world to see that he had a framed photo of him and Charlize Theron.
What, on his bedside table or something?
Yeah, it looked like a painter's radio, though.
Okay. Well, shout out McOnie. Maybe next week. And once again on Monday, Joe will send you the same text. Hey, mate, what day are you available this week?
We still love you. The seat's here. It's here. The headphones are here. Everything's here.
And then you'll say, hey, I'm free Thursday. And then we'll get back to you Wednesday night and say, hey, mate, still good for tomorrow. And then you'll reply and say no. But look, we will still ask.
The best ability is availability.
Suck on that. McOnie. Suck on that. Hey, big show. So let's get into it today, fellas. Live from the Export Beer Garden Studio. This is the agenda for Thursday, the 5th of Feb.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Yesterday, Super Rugby Pacific had a launch event that I sent a firmly worded email about this morning since I didn't get the invite. But anyway, not the point. And a bunch of All Blacks were there representing their teams. And naturally, the main talking point was Razor's firing / release situation, and
he was fired.
Yeah, he was fired. And the idea around Ardie being the leader was a narrative that had been pushed in the media over the last couple of weeks.
Leader of the coup, do you mean? Leader of the firing squad?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I was going to get there mainly by, podcasts like us. Anyway, for some reason they were kind of open about discussing it. It's like the PR team said that they could discuss it. Anyway, we've found some audio, and we've got grabs from Wallace side today.
Yes.
Cody's 8% and Patrick Tupelo 2. Have a listen to this.
A little bit of hate out there towards Ardie Severe. Has that been disappointing for you to see him here?
Yep, a little bit. Ardie's my guy. He's my brother, and I'm going to look after him no matter what. And a bit disappointing, but like you said, rugby, the fans are passionate about their footy, and I think we all know who Ardie is as a person, and so that's what's the main thing.
That's probably I'm a bit disappointed. Like it's been used as a scapegoat where
Paddy.
He's probably just expressed his views in a review sort of set up and sort of come out where a lot of people express their views in that review set up. Everyone in the team does. So yeah, I suppose it's just easy to latch on to him because he's probably the best player in the world at the moment. So a bit disappointing, but people are going to say what they're going to say.
How's he doing? Have you spoken to him?
No, I haven't spoken to him, but on the Zooms with me, he seems alright. I mean, it won't bother him. He's the type of guy to just carry on.
Okay, so Cody Taylor, what do you think?
Patrick described the Ardie Severe situation, that he's been a bit of a scapegoat. Would you agree with that?
100%. Like I think Ardie had nothing to do with. I mean, like there was a player review, obviously, but the way the narrative has been put onto ours is totally unfair. I think it's easy when someone of his caliber goes away to a different competition. It's pretty easy to start pointing fingers, but that's not the case at all. He had his. We don't even know what he said in his review, and I think I don't want to know, but I know for a fact that he wants the best for this team, and he really respected Razor, and can be cut there, I think.
Just cut that.
Yeah, like we cut there.
I think this is a scenario where, and everyone's been in this scenario where someone's not present, or they're on leave, or they're away.
Yeah.
And you've got a curly one, you need to get out of it. Like when Joe goes away, piece of work doesn't get done, and someone comes, and he goes, Joe didn't do it.
Yeah, I feel like
because Joe's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, Courtney Enor was a massive proponent of this strategy.
Absolutely, she'd throw anyone else under the bus if they weren't around.
There was an infamous situation down in Dunedin where there was a few grogs consumed in the back of a vehicle that we had hired
a work vehicle,
and very quickly. She was to blame Anaya for that once asked about it.
Yeah, when he wasn't around.
No, I feel like these players have taken a negative spin on this situation.
No, they asked a pretty negative question, to be honest. Like, because that first one from Jamie Wall, where why there's been a whole lot of hate to Ardie. Where's the hate? I haven't seen it. If
anything, I feel like we've supported Ardie in this because
where's the hate?
And we've gone. If Ardie doesn't think he's the like, none of us are sitting here going, what the fuck. Razor should still be there. I think we're all kind of agreeing with the players and on the side of this.
So I think it's a bit of a media beat up. And where's the hate? Because
it's a bit of a shit question.
They put the hate into the question. I think the answer from side to so we're like, where's the hate coming from? Because he's one of the world's greatest players.
Yeah.
Sure, he's playing in Japan at the moment. He's not here to defend himself, and you guys are making a meal of it.
If there's one person we should listen to about what their opinion is on the current coach of the All Blacks, it is someone like Ardie Savea.
Yeah.
So we are listening to him and going, actually, if you think so, mate, then fucking A.
Yeah, I'd say during the review, they would have looked, the top 10 people they would have listened to would have been like Ardie Savea, Barrett, all the Barretts probably,
Barrett,
Ardie,
okay.
All the senior players, probably Cody's 8%. You're probably not listening to Fabian Holland that much in his first year, you know what I mean? So he's probably, his opinion probably was weighted a lot more. What that opinion was, no one actually knows. Everyone's just assuming.
Yeah. And bless Cody, I've done it many a time. I'll do it probably twice or 3 times this episode. He took himself in a circle there and he really stitched himself up.
And then he goes, cut this in.
Let's just cut there. Where was I going to go with that? I can't even remember. But there was, of course he respected Razor. Of course he did. We all know that. But at the same time, if he was asked, what do you think about Razor as an All Blacks coach, he's allowed to voice his opinion and maybe say something along the lines of, I don't know if he's the right man for the job. I don't even know if he did say that. No one fucking knows anything.
No. I don't think there's any hate. I don't think there's any hate.
There's no hate to Ardie. We love him.
There's no hate towards anybody. I don't know where that narrative's come from, apart from in the media itself, because, I don't know, sells newspapers.
Have we had any update on the coaching position?
No.
Okay.
That's what we were hoping James McOnie was going to be here for.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? Mike Cron got interviewed the other day. Mike Cron, anyone who knows Mike Cron, I only know him as the guy who does the scrumming.
Yep.
Scrum specialist. Anyway, whatever. He was interviewed, the scrum specialist. Why not talk to him about the coaching role? So they said, what do you think about the Steve Hansen Fozzie thing?
He's so scrum focused.
And he's the same opinion as me. Live on air, I think it was on ZB, he said, that's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, right.
So stick that, Matt Heath, because he thinks that Matt Heath all of a sudden thinks he's some sort of savant. That's not going to happen. Okay. It's not happening.
Shall we put a pin in that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we are going to have to take that pin out at some stage and probably put another one or two in it. But
I think when we get McOnie on, we should definitely go over this with him.
Hey, I agree.
And I agree with you as well about being an official broadcaster of Super Rugby and not even being invited to the launch event.
You know, that did piss me off genuinely.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, I sent an email upstairs to ZB and I was like, hey, if you ever get an invite to this type of thing, can you just send it down our way? And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll try and let you know.
Well, the thing is...
Well, no, it should be the rugby union.
I don't have the
Super
contact
Rugby.
We've applied for our accreditation. We've got it. I've got mine. Have you got yours?
Yeah, mine did get accepted, actually.
So where was our invite? We have been told we need
I'm going to every all-picky game.
We need to be across.
Eyebrows.
News a lot more.
Yes.
And we need to be breaking more stuff.
Yes.
We don't even get invites to the fucking things.
So Super Rugby, if you're listening, which you are, let's be honest.
I just wanted the catering.
Yeah, same. I really could have done with the club sandwich.
I wouldn't have asked that question too.
Or asparagus roll.
Shame on you, Jamie Wall.
Hey, that was such a vicious fucking question, eh?
Hey, I've got sent some audio or like a little video around cricket. I love cricket. Cricket is the most rule.
I love cricket.
It's the most rule-based game on the planet. I don't think there's a game that has more rules that are either right or wrong and get changed all the time.
If you strip cricket back, it is just one big grey area.
Listen to this one here. Listen to the explanation of this rule that's just been changed.
Something that happened that you didn't think was possible to happen in a game of cricket, and now the laws have reflected that.
It happened in a junior game, Gloucestershire against Somerset under 18s, and the batter hit a very powerful straight drive. It didn't touch the bowler. It hit the stumps at the non-striker's end and rolled all the way back down and hit the batter's wicket. And under law, that is out bowled. So we have now inserted into the laws in this edition that it can't be out bowled if it's hit the stumps at the non-striker's end.
So,
What the
So
fuck?
the guy twats it. It goes straight back, hits the middle stump, and ricochets directly back towards the batsman, who at this stage, I've seen the footage, is walking to the square leg, just pissed off that it didn't go for 4.
Yeah.
He thinks it's dead ball. He's just wondering.
and it
Absolutely pumped it.
And it clatters straight back into his stumps, and he's out bowled.
I
Love cricket.
the rule book is not the part that needs to be examined. It's the bunch of wounders that is trying to appeal for that and go, hey, it's in the rule book that's out. Get
that's
off.
out. I
Like,
love
that's
that's
not
out.
fucking out.
That's out. So, I mean,
So has he just picked it up on the half volley and obviously hit the base of the stump
he's
down the other end?
absolutely twatted it. Yeah.
And it's come all the way back down.
Yeah, it must have been,
That's
dry
unlucky.
conditions because the stumps must have been rock hard in there for it to go back. Anyway, they've changed the law. Okay, so if you're out there, they've changed the law now, so you're not out if it hits the stumps at the other end and ricochets back.
That's good because you did say when you sent me this video this morning that this is the kind of thing that would happen to the Black Caps
Yes.
in a World Cup final,
Yeah.
and then they changed the rule afterwards.
Yeah, that is exactly what would happen. It would,
So
like
thank
they,
God
seen
the
it?
Gloucester
like they
and
did,
Somerset under 18s
like they
got
did
there
with
first.
boundary countback.
Yep.
After that game, they changed it.
Rightio. Fellas, on Monday, big day here at the ACC, and big day for American sports fans. The NFL Super Bowl is, of course, on, and we're hosting the biggest Betcha Super Bowl party live.
Probably the best one, I reckon, as well.
You know, it's definitely going to be the best.
In terms of location, in terms of food, menu, in terms of vibes, easily the best.
Yeah, I agree.
There's some other shitters out there.
I have heard rumblings of other ones.
Yeah, there's a few other ones. They charge you money, though.
Yeah, they do.
It's like a real gouging
What
situation.
kind of fucking
It's a gouging situation.
like a door entry?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You pretend to be for the people.
Apparently they're like, oh, you get a pint or a tin, they're calling it, when you go through the door. You get that at our place.
Yep. You don't
as
have to-
well.
And you don't have to pay.
And they're like, oh, you get
Yeah.
some cool merch.
I'll be buying people beers all afternoon. Anyway,
merch.
it's going to be kicking off from about midday
Yep.
on Monday. And we've got a couple of other things going on. So thanks to Betcha, we have got a group pot live. If you want to join our group pot, just head along to the Betcha Bet Social tab, enter the code, the ACC6969. You'll be shoved into our group and then also our pot. Put a couple of dollars in there and we'll be betting on the Super Bowl throughout the afternoon. Also, thanks to Betcha, we've got a $500 bonus bet to chuck down on the first touchdown scorer. We are yet to decide who that is going to be, so if you've got any thoughts, get that through to us here via our ACC channels. But a lot going on Betcha. It's all going to be happening on Monday at the Takapuna Surf Club. But if you can't join us, get on the Betcha app, join the Bet Social group that we've got going there. Once again, it's called the ACC 6969. All the information will be in the description of this video and this podcast. Going to be an awesome day.
Yep. If you're knocking around and something to do on a Monday afternoon, there's these walk-ups available.
Yep.
All the tables, I think, are booked, but there's walk-ups. So
mate.
just come on and join us at the Takapuna Surf Club. If you haven't been there already, Hurstmere Road
More the merrier.
in Taka. Yeah, come on in. Come on. What else to do on a Monday afternoon? And like I said, you need to take leave, make it a work function.
Yep.
Make it a work lunch, make it a work late Christmas party, make it an early Christmas party.
Oh, we're going full send.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a whole bunch of freebies to give out as well. A couple of these Bucky hats.
Oh, socks.
Socks. Oh,
So
mate,
many socks.
We've got so many socks. Joe Jury it was fucking Christmas for Joe
was
Jury
so
the other day.
stoked when we got
When
those
was the
socks.
last time you wore a pair of socks that weren't a promo sock?
I got these ones on today.
When did socks?
I got them for Christmas.
Bad example.
When did socks become promo items?
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
What,
Also undies
what's
as well.
Yeah, Nick's.
Yeah, I'd take some Betcha undies.
Yeah.
If I got any of those.
Well, because socks relies on a short to be seen, doesn't it? So that
Yeah.
makes sense. Undies is hard because you're relying on someone wearing no shirt and then hanging over the top of the
Oh, yeah,
jean
that's
to be
true.
seen. Hats, that's why the hats are so
Yeah.
effective.
Yeah, those bucket hats you got there, they're pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Those Betcha
We've only got
Super
10
Bowl
of these. For some reason, these are quite exclusive, these
Mm.
hats. Don't know why. Anyway, should we take a break, fellas, and come back and talk
yeah.
a bit of league?
Yes, so the State of Origin is rumoured to be at Eden Park 2027, which is
Can't
next
believe
year.
that when I saw this
Which
article
is
last
next
night.
year. So we're just going to go to the source. We're going to go over to Aussie and our Aussie Rugby League correspondent, Joel the Pantsman Harrison.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Fletcher and Heine. Oh, goodness me. How lucky are we to be joined by one of the biggest names in Australia sporting media, a proud member of the Triple M team and a proud friend and ally of Brad Haddon, a man that has certainly seen more kick-ons than kick-offs. And not to mention a former member of the Alternative Commentary Collective. It's our official Australian correspondent, fresh off the back of scoring 50 off 24 deliveries. It's the Notorious Pantsman, Joel Harrison. Morning, Jolie. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Thanks, fellas. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, look, it's always a pleasure, Pantsman, to see your face and hear your voice. Hey, we're getting in touch with you because big news over here is around the State of Origin.
Indeed.
And the rumours that a State of Origin game Was it always game? Is it usually game
Two?
game 2 usually? Yeah, there's the away game. It's going to be played at Eden Park in 2027. Is this true?
It seems like it's all locked in. Yesterday, the Code Sports, the official Daily Telegraph paper, they reported that it's all go. It's been signed off, a $5 million deal between the Auckland Council, the New Zealand government, and NRL. So it's all go.
Yeah, I reckon it's great. It's great stuff for Auckland. I mean, it's going to go. That is going to go off like a frog in a sock. That game in Auckland.
It's great for us. How do the Aussies feel about it, Joel?
Well, yeah, there's been like a 50-50 split here from what I've seen in social media and the media and stuff over the last couple of days. But there's so many interesting points because the game is going to be on at 9:30 p.m. New Zealand on a Wednesday. That's confirmed. Yeah, which I mean, like, Eden Park is 50,000 people there, but these people are going to be watching the game regardless. I mean, everyone watches. Well, majority of people in New Zealand watch State of Origin regardless.
League fans, mate.
Yeah, league fans.
Not the majority of New Zealanders. The majority of New Zealand league fans.
Well, I'm sorry, is the majority of New Zealand not league fans these days? But yeah, I mean, a fair amount of people, more than 50,000 people will watch it. People are going to be coming over from Australia to watch it. But yeah, there's been a bit of a divide in Australia as well. People like keep it between New South Wales and Queensland. It's like, yeah, well, there's going to be a neutral game anywhere. They've had games in Adelaide, Perth. No one gives a fuck about rugby league in those two cities. Even Melbourne, no one cares about rugby league, even though they have the greatest team there in Melbourne. But yeah, like the amount of people that are going to be fizzing for in Auckland, it's going to be huge.
Oh, yeah, man, they're coming from all over the country. But I mean, look, NRL and Australian Rugby League owe us anyway. They've said that they've owed us from about 2019, 2020 when we saved the NRL during COVID.
Yeah.
And they keep saying, we wouldn't have survived without the Warriors. And year after year, they continue to bend us over with any sort of decision, any sort of bunker decision. So it's about goddamn time, Pantsman, that they actually throw us a bone.
Next question on behalf of Matt Heath. Is it going to be at Eden Park because he has got a corporate facility booked already?
No, he doesn't.
Mate,
no, he has invite. He has an invite to a corporate box. He doesn't have a corporate suite locked in himself. You wait till he gets involved in this PR campaign.
So it's at Eden Park?
Yeah, it is locked in. So Andrew Abdo, he's the big boss in the NRL. He's been working with the Auckland Council because obviously Auckland Council, they don't like events after 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Full stop anywhere. But yeah, it's looking like 9:30 p.m. Which, I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Big praise. Big praise.
There's going to be some units coming off the long run up.
But the thing is that, so it's on Channel 9. They don't even have it on like Fox, which is the equivalent of Sky over here. Channel 9 has all the rights. But their news from 6 to 7, it just rates so highly that they'll just never, ever have it between 6 and 7. So that's why they couldn't do a 7:30 p.m. start in New Zealand. So they've like bludged for a half hour backwards because normally it would start at 10 p.m. New Zealand time, but they're starting it at 9:30 p.m. New Zealand time. And apparently it took half the year just for them to agree on that. So that was the reason why it's been prolonged. But I'm looking forward to it.
I reckon, I think we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot, I reckon. This is an awesome thing for Auckland, for tourism, for
fantastic
hotel
for
nights,
Strip.
for hotel nights, everything. It's going to generate a shitload of money, way more than the $5 million if that's the amount they pay to put into it.
Totes.
I have a feeling though we're still going to shoot ourselves in the foot with some sort of licensing thing.
And some kind of regulation is going to come into play.
They'll stop serving at 10.
Yeah.
So people will go to the ground and they'll get prees, and then they'll half an hour into the game, all the bars will shut. Yeah. Something shit like that is going to happen. That we can't help ourselves. We can't help ourselves. But I hope not.
One of my earliest memories of rugby league was when I think it would have been 2010 or 2009. You might remember this one, G Lane, where they finally brought rugby league back to Eden Park, and it was like that. And then I was only 9-10 years old at the time, but there was like 50 arrests. Was that heaps of fights? There was multiple streakers. Someone fell off. It was like the first time Eden Park had opened. It was when they did the new rebuild, and then like someone literally fell off out of the corporate box into the stands below. It was just absolute carnage. So no doubt, 9:30 p.m. on a Wednesday night, it's going to be very similar in Auckland.
Yeah, was that the 10s? Was that potentially the NRL 10s that was at Eden Park that happened? Because
no, they used to have the 9s.
Oh, 9s.
They had the 9s 2014 to about 2017, but there was like a one-off test. It would have been, it must have been 2009 or 10.
Yeah.
And it was, New Zealand versus Australia, and it was just absolute carnage. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, I think because there's also, Eden Park has been bear witness to quite a few of those, because I remember they had a triple header at Eden Park, a rugby league triple header. So the gates were literally opened at like 1 in the afternoon for the triple header, and all it was there's a mass sesh from 1 to 9. And that's, I think, where all the people, that's when the residents of Mount Eden were on their rocking chairs on the front lawn with their shotguns, just trigger happy, waiting for someone from outside of their suburb to fall over their fence.
Are we also at risk of having a bit of a Napier situation where, you take the wires back to Napes, was it? And they had the Broncos game there, and you end up with 40,000 streakers.
Well, there was the famous Kiwis game in Palmerston North, where they had to stop the game because they had no balls.
Yeah, I'm scared of this happening.
Because the crowd stole all the balls.
Yeah.
And then it was like a 10-minute wait where they had to go into the change room, find some more balls and bring them back out. And then they went regulation.
Well, this might happen because this is a real once in a, decade type event. Well, it might not be, but it feels like it probably is going to be.
Yeah.
It could just get loose.
Hopefully.
The ticket's going to get fucking expensive as well, surely.
Yeah. What are you? You're blue or maroon there, Pantsman?
I know I'm wearing a blue shirt at the moment, but which is probably bad timing. But I'm maroon through and through, maroon hard.
Why?
I've got family that live in the Gold Coast.
Okay.
And also,
you just you got a Goldie.
Yeah, Gold Coast.
Schoolies week and stuff. Yeah. I can see where you're coming from, Pansy.
Yeah, okay.
But it's like, you got to. I explained to everyone over here because I'm living in New South Wales and I'm hated by the office every time. Majority of the time anyway, but every time Origin comes around, and I'm just saying, like, you have to choose one. You got to choose one of the teams. So it's like you got to support someone. So yeah, I feel like a lot of New Zealand will be supporting whoever wins the 2026 series next year as well.
It's got to be a hard ticket to get, isn't it? This Eden Park ticket.
I don't know. I mean.
Well, I'm just thinking of that like Tongan, was it Tonga Samoa that were here the best part of a year ago now, and like that thing filled up quickly.
Are you maroon or a blue?
If anything, you know me, I'm not really. You'd be surprised to know I'm not super leaguey, but I want to be a maroon if anything.
You're a maroon as well.
If anything, yeah.
Okay. I've seen you wearing that jersey, Finn, that one that Ben Hurley brought to the studio a few times. I've seen you rocking that Queensland jersey.
Is Ben Hurley also a Queenslander?
Oh, yeah. I'm a cockroach.
He is hard.
What's a cockroach?
I'm the Blues.
Blues, okay.
You're a cane toad.
Cane toad, yeah.
I'm a see, he doesn't even know Pansy. Why is he even having this discussion?
Well, no, because you asked me a question, you mutt.
He doesn't know what a cane toad. Doesn't know what the cane toad or a cockroach.
There's also one more thing. Everyone was saying, I know you look back to the COVID days when Warriors literally saved the NRL, and then they're always like, we've got to refund them, we've got to pay them back, and then people like give them Magic Ground. If Eden Park and Auckland, you haven't been to the holy grounds of Suncorp Stadium in the middle of May if you think that Auckland will be able to do a better Magic Ground than Suncorp, because that's elite. And I was saying to the webmaster Joe Jerry, I'm hoping to see you fellas over there Magic Ground this year as well.
We're working on it, Pansy. We're working on it. Hey, mate, thanks for joining us. We'll let you get back to you. That was a bit of an early start for you, but pass my regards on to Brad Haddon. Kind of a man.
I will do.
Cheers, Pansy. Love you, mate.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Oh, yeah, the part of the show where we get to hear from you at home. If you haven't left us a message before and you listen, get in touch. Yeah. Give it a go. We'd love to hear from you. It's not that hard, and it's not that scary. And once you've done it once, you'll be keen to do it again and again and again and again, just like making love. Okay, first one of the day. Yours, please.
Yeah, g'day, lads. Carl Tiley here. I don't know if you've Googled this bloke, Craig Tiley. I've taken great offence to being lumped in the same gene pool as this bloke. I am, however, quite happy that you think I could run the Australian Tennis Open and the WNBL or whatever other sport. But yeah, not related.
Yeah, another example.
Okay, there you go. That's
me forgetting that people listen to this podcast.
That's a good clarification there from Carl. Not related to Craig Tiley.
I haven't
from the Aussie Open.
Have we seen Craig?
From the Aussie Open, I haven't.
Okay.
No. Okay, we should probably searched it before it. We would have found out.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I need to make an apology as well to the great people, great New Zealanders of the ZM promo team.
Oh, yes. I was wondering if we were going to touch on this today.
What did you do?
So, yesterday, Claire from the ZM promo team came over and said, hey, you got me in a bit of shit for someone who listens to the agenda said that you guys were talking about how we're giving away free drinks at our thing and we're not actually allowed to do that. And she didn't know that was the situation. So I came out saying, how come Fletch Vaughan and Haley are allowed to do it and we're not allowed to do it? Let's fucking do it. And that kind of blew up a little bit.
And to be fair, we thought it was going to get Fletch Vaughan and Haley in trouble. And that's the way I would have liked it.
Not the promo team.
Yeah.
No.
Lovely, Claire. You're the last person we wanted to hurt.
It's not what you said.
So apparently you can't give out beers and you never are allowed to, and we will never do that.
Not.
No, but we'll buy you.
But I'll buy you one.
We'll buy you one.
Should I buy you one?
Yeah.
Anyway, next one. Yours, please. What the fuck is that?
You hear that?
Yep.
That's Di Henwood and every other leaguey creaming their jeans at the fact State of O is coming to town next year. All right, pass me a towel.
Yeah.
I need to clean up.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
you certainly do. That was a real squelcher.
You clean yourself up. Okay, next one.
G Lane.
Yeah.
It's you, brother.
Your wee story there with the old baggie at the Takapuna Golf Club. It reminded me of a story you told years ago, would have been sort of 2017 days, about how you and a mate went to a cricket game on a glass barbie. From memory, it might have been Paul Ford or Jeremy Wells, but I remember you discussing how, for about 4 hours of the day's play, you're discussing how long it would take for you guys to eat the mountain range in front of you with a KFC spoon. Do you want to tell that story again, mate? Because it was fascinating as fuck. Hero.
No, that was paperwork. That was we decided to go to it was myself and Wells, Ford, and my great mate Tyler Shirazne. And I think we just got on the paperwork. It was Black Caps versus West Indies down there at the University Oval. Yeah, and we did spend
good spot for it.
We did spend 4 hours. It was actually Māori Hill, which was the hill in front of us.
Yes.
You live forever. Okay, this is the first scenario. You live forever. Okay. How long do you reckon it would take you to eat Māori Hill with a plastic KFC spoon?
Yeah, no, that's going to take a while.
So yeah, you got to ingest it. You got to pass it, but you live forever. So how many 100 years would it take for you to eventually eat the whole of Māori Hill?
And can you remember the answers that were thrown around?
It was in the thousands of years.
Right, okay, because I was going to say 400 or 500.
Yeah, because we were looking at the mass, like what you could actually eat, because it's going to be pretty hard. And you could crush stuff up too, so you could turn it into a powder and drink it or whatever. So you weren't just chewing on rocks and stuff.
Happy for me to blend it?
Yeah, you can blend it, because we're talking about, dental hygiene was an issue as well. Around.
So it's proper earth. It's not like
it's
not turned into like a marshmallow cake hill.
No. This is it's earth.
Turf, rock.
Yeah. Vegetation.
Yeah, all of it.
Wood, everything. Yeah. We're talking thousands of years. It's going to take you probably a good year to get through some of those trees.
Oh, mate, at least.
Yeah, and so we were pretty twisted. And then we started seeing things. Okay. It was an interesting thing to do at a test match. I mean, and especially in Dunedin when there was some unusual characters walking around, which we couldn't work out whether it was the paperwork or whether it was just the freaks coming out of the Ravensdown bus that was not far down the road there, because it seemed like the University Oval for a test match was almost a drop-in centre.
Yeah, right, okay.
So it was really confusing for us. It was a weekday, so there was a real interesting group of people.
Dunners also has a bit of a satanic underbelly going on there as well. So was there the moment you take some kind of paperwork down there? I think Jerry's talked about this before a couple of times on the radio show back in the day. You take paperwork in Dunedin, and it's like you enter the upside down or something.
It is a bit like that. Yeah. So. Yeah, that was good time. That was good times. It was a bit different from the leftover baggie at Takapuna. It wasn't Takapuna. It was transported from Takapuna to Waitemata. Yeah. And it was Waitemata where I tasted it, lost the taste of sense, and wanted to go for poo immediately.
How did the mood of the paperwork change after Dylan Cleaver dropped the Player X news?
Yeah, well, he was with us. He didn't imbibe because he was basically in the middle of a firestorm at that stage, because he'd just dropped the Chris Cairns Player X story on New Zealand. Yeah. And Chris Cairns was commentating that game for Sky. So he was at the ground. And it was me,
he was
Wells.
Just hot-spotting up his HP computer.
This was the BYC end-of-year function, by the way, because we all flew down. This is the same one we got struck by lightning while leaving Auckland. It was a hell of a trip, literally. And we got down there, and Dylan Cleaver was potentially one of the most hated men at the ground by a lot of people. And Chris Cairns came...
So news had spread while you were there.
On the morning we were there...
It was that morning,
It was that morning. It was, you know outside dairies, they have the newspaper thing with the headline.
It's old school stuff.
Player X revealed, Dylan Cleaver exclusive. And it was like, and we didn't know he was going to drop it. He kept that quiet, as good journos do.
As he does.
Good journos do. And then we're like, oh, fucking hell, Dylan. Like, we just wanted to sneak down here. Let's get on the paper.
Mind our own business.
Mind our own business. Now you've made us center. And he came and sat with us, and we were like,
can you fuck off?
Yeah, can you fuck off? We're tripping balls right
now.
We're tripping balls right now.
Everyone's looking at us.
Comes at us.
We cannot be more insecure.
The paranoia is set in. Anyway, Chris Cairns storms down from the commentary box at right into the ground and just marches across the field. Straight out the gate, straight to the airport, straight back to Auckland to host a press conference to discuss it. It was heady times, but it was a big scoop for Dylan Cleaver, one of the biggest sports scoops probably for a very long time. So we celebrated that night. We went out and we bought him a couple of bottles of champagne, and we had a good, because not often in we journalists.
No, that was a big deal.
Break stories like that.
That was a big deal. I do remember that.
So we did celebrate with Dylan after that.
Hopefully so.
After we came down from several things and we could see properly.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that was
hell of a trip. That wasn't the same trip, was it, where Matt Heath dragged his pork belly down the aisle?
He wasn't on
involved, of course. BYC.
No, it was the BYC podcast. This was the one actually when we came into the ground with a chili bin, and for some reason we thought it was totally okay just to walk in with a bottle of Smirnoff and some mixers.
Right, okay. That wasn't also the same trip, was it, that Lee Hart snapped both his Hemis?
No, that was a work trip. Okay. That was for a commentary. No, this one here was when we walked in with the Smirnoff, and the guy opened, we were like, oh fuck, we forgot to fucking tip it into water bottles.
Yeah.
And the old guy opens it and looks down, closes it and goes, yeah, it's quite expensive in there, isn't it? Have a good day. And we're like, you beauty.
Fucking good cunt. Next one, yours, please.
Hey fellas, Dave from Dunedin, living in Brisbane. I've got some mates coming over for Magic Round this year. Coming over the whole week actually, so it should be good fun. Just wondering if you guys are coming over for it at all. Love to shut you a beer, or maybe even some nose beers. Who knows? All right, cheers.
Yep, I'll be there.
Straight to the point.
Now we're this is
Jesus.
He's just got to cut through this shit.
Yeah,
what's a nose beer?
I don't know.
Why are you drinking beers through your nose?
Yeah, well, it's like butt chugging, isn't it?
Right.
It goes to your bloodstream quicker if you butt chug. Same with
snort it up your nose.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Same with drinking beer up your nose.
I don't need anything from you contributor other than maybe a couch to sleep on.
Dave from Dunners, you going to sleep at Dave from Dunners?
Living in Brisbane.
Living in Brizzy. We're working to get a Magic Round. I've heard nothing but good things about Magic Round.
Yeah,
I have been, and it is a good time.
Yeah, right. Okay.
What did you do there?
Went with Matt and Jerry.
That's right.
You
were on field.
We took 4 winners. Yeah, we got on the field. We were high-fiving the Warriors when they were coming out. It would have been...
That was a while ago. It was pre-COVID.
2018, maybe?
You didn't find yourself in the middle of a shirtless haka, did you?
No, not at that time.
Okay.
No, but we...
That was just a Nicomore's leaving do.
That was a hell of a weekend. That was Brisbane Tourism. Brought us over there. Went to Magic Round. Took helicopters out to this fishing spot. Brutally hungover.
Oh,
not good.
With some of the worst fishermen on the planet as well.
Yeah, and but just standing.
Matt Heath was not made for
standing
fishing.
On the shoreline and just throwing these long things into just nothingness. No one caught anything.
One of my great fishing memories with Matt Heath is actually at the end of. It was a couple of years ago when you were leaving Hauraki, and I think you and Jerry were nice enough to take a few of us out on the boat for quick fish during the day here out in the Gulf.
Yeah.
And on the way out there, we were just chugging out at a, quite slowly, and we were Heath was sitting on the back of the boat, and he was fucking spending quite a bit of time on his phone. I was like, "Geez, what's going on here?" And he was filing his fucking tax returns while on a fishing trip, and he was just so uninterested in getting...
Didn't bait any rods either.
Certainly didn't bait any rods. And I'm not a fisherman, and I was trying to give it a crack, and I was just like, every now and again you just hear in the background, the serenity was just amazing, and then you hear his phone ring, and he just start talking about tax codes, put out, and then finally you guys had brought some food out, so he goes, oh yeah, he puts the phone down, he comes to get some food, and then eats his food, then just kind of throws his plate back on the middle of the boat there, table thing, and then sits back down, gets back on the phone with the IRD, and then we're all cleaning up. That was my one fishing memory. So was that the same as you over there in Brizzy?
We didn't catch anything, so very similar.
Yeah,
very similar. We didn't catch anything either. So how are we going to get to Magic Round?
We'll swim.
Dave. Set up Dave.
Set up Dave from Dunners?
From Boys Trip.
Oh, maybe. Dave from Boys Trip. That's right. I don't know why they bother taking...
No, because...
why do they take the big
what
show?
Happened with...
They don't even...
With what happened with you and Frodo Boddicker in Vegas.
Okay.
You can't come back from that.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah, no, that's going to be an issue. If you spend the day just having mushroom gummies and then have to host a...
It was my one job.
Q&A with Frodo Boddicker.
One
job.
job.
Your one job.
My one job.
And you're...
For a trip to Vegas... to go to the opening round, I had one job, and that was to do a Q&A with Frano, and I couldn't even do that.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, at least there was other people falling short because someone who the intern that we took on the trip also offered to do some filming for Boys Trip.
Yeah.
And he had one job also, and that was to film one of the breakfast events one morning in
pre-game kind of thing.
Pre-game kind of thing. And
it was a great pre-game, by the way, on that rooftop bar.
Yeah, he didn't make it to that pre-game. He had an all-nighter the night before and didn't make it. So that was just that was a trip of just falling short for everyone, wasn't it?
I woke up dead that morning.
Yeah, you got escorted out of the
I got kicked out of the hotel.
Brand.
You got escorted out of your own hotel.
That's right. How did you end up back in your hotel?
Oh, fuck knows.
Wasn't McGoldrick involved?
No, that was
that was
me.
Next night.
That was me putting me to bed.
That's right. And that's when I saw a guy that looked a little bit like Ben Hurley in the elevator, but he looked way too sick, and then...
It was Ben Hurley.
Then it was Ben Hurley.
Well, that's also the same trip that I introduced myself to Carl Tiley after doing a podcast with him earlier that day.
He looked at you. He looked at you like you were a full retard. He's like, Joe.
It was like I was doing a bit.
Yeah, he goes, Joe, and you went,
oh, g'day, mate. How's it going? Yeah, good to...
Hi, I'm Joe. It's like you were on autopilot because you've been going around introducing yourself to anyone.
I had to because I couldn't remember anyone's names, and he had a bunch of people from the TAB with him. So I was like, okay, I'll just do the intro because you do the introduce every time. You're like, hey, I'm Joe.
Yeah.
Get their name back. G'day, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. And he's like, bro, sweet.
That's so fucking
me.
good,
It's Carl.
man.
We just did a podcast this morning.
Yeah. Anyway, Boys Trip. If you are going to go to, they do great trips to Formula One and to Bathurst as well, and. We are partnering with them for the Boxing Day tests at the MCG and also the one at Adelaide as well. We're going to put a couple of big crews together to head over for that, and also the Magic Round, which they do a great job at too. So
you haven't offered up your services to host Nicky.
Oh look, I think I'm just maybe just having it in the cool down room.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Yeah, I think
I probably need to prove myself.
Yeah.
Again.
Andre and Dave.
Yeah.
They might have to recruit someone else to do that. But I mean, this is. You put on a good show at the same time. Just,
well,
Luke
for you guys, though. I gave Kimmy's from Boys Get Paid.
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, may have been a couple of slurs, but...
I remember so clearly, and I'm sure we've talked about this before, but halfway through the Q&A with you in front of Bodika, as you looking down at the ACC table, and you were asking us to get you a beer because your mouth was so...
Yeah, it's so dry.
My mouth is just licking your chops.
There was a part in that Q&A where...
Shout out Boys Trip. God, you guys put on a good...
it was such a good night. We drank about 47 vodka oranges on the table.
Yeah, the ACC can sniff out a free bar.
There was that old guy out to the left who just started asking all the questions.
Oh, about Leeds?
Yeah, and you're like, mate, you just take over the Q&A. I'm out of here.
That's right. You guys know, I asked them if they wanted to get a room. You guys want to get a room or what? And I'll just leave because I am wasted at the moment. I'll quite happily just curl up on the stage and fall asleep. Because he was a Leeds Rhino fan, because Bodika played for Leeds as well. So, anyway, great man, Frano Bodika. See him down at the North Shore Rugby Club often. Doesn't recognise me.
Oh, he doesn't? Yeah, it's probably the best.
Thank Christ.
Yeah, that's good. You should do a Joe Jury with Carl Tiley and just go and reintroduce yourself and try to start again.
I will. I think he's erased it from his memory as well.
As he should.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have any more yours, please, as you
more.
get through? Okay, last one of the day. Here we go. Yours, please.
Hey lads, not sure if you watch much of the Premier League, but you should check out Amada Traore launching Cucurella, their wanker from Chelsea.
Yeah.
Real satisfying. Fuck Canterbury.
Yeah.
No need for that.
What was that? But I agree with the last bit.
There was a bit of handbags in a Premier League game the other day, and all the football fans got excited because it was the closest we've been to rugby in quite some time.
What, did he just biff him? Did he pick him up?
Yeah, he just picked him up and threw him.
But that guy was massive. He looked like...
Traore, he's notoriously
huge.
jacked. Yeah,
and he's the one that picked up someone up.
Yeah, he picked up the small... Cucurella's the small little Spanish fullback that's got the long curly hair. You've probably seen him in World Cups and stuff, but he's a real wonder, and he's just always diving and shit like that. And he just flew in, and then Traore just fucking gave him a massive shunt into the hoardings. And then I think it might have been João Pedro from Chelsea then didn't realise, but pushed this guy in the back, and then he kind of
turned around,
and then he turned around and he realised that it was fucking Adama Traore or whatever his name is, and he just flew at him, and it was a bit of carnage. But it wasn't, to be fair. It was pretty standard handbags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you see the clip, you'll be like, oh, okay.
There was a lot of, hey, hold me back,
as there always is in football. But I feel like there's an increase in handbags in football at the moment.
But like, can they throw hands though?
No, they certainly can't. But
they never throw hands.
No, I don't think that. Have they ever thrown hands?
They're big fans on the headbutt.
Yeah, they
but
love
not
a
with the
headbutt.
hands.
But the issue with football
Is that because they're so good at headering balls?
Because maybe the moment you've got someone will always go down. Someone will always. There's always a risk of the other person pulling a bit of a Hollywood. Not that kind of down. Jim.
I think the way to do it is go in for the headbutt and collapse as well. So
at both at the same.
Yeah. So if you go into someone, headbutt and go.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
both fall down, and then I reckon you'd get some. Surely you'd get a little bit of credit for that.
That's the move.
Yeah.
So shall we wrap this shit up?
Yeah. Well, have a great long weekend. Out of respect for Te Tiriti, we won't be doing one on Waitangi Day. Is it tomorrow?
It is tomorrow. Yeah. Waitangi Day.
Yeah.
But there will be yours, please.
Are you sure we don't want to do some kind of Waitangi special?
I think
the three of us.
I don't think we should wade through that. I don't think we need to wade through that blindly. We might
go
do
over the history.
We might do a yours please omnibus tomorrow. We'll settle for that.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and we will acknowledge Te Tiriti in all its glory. Then.
Yeah.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.